Hi, my name is Marcia Brock, and today I want to speak to you about building great communities for all citizens. And it is my intention to convince you that inclusive of my community, any community who affords its citizens the opportunity to have a good livelihood would be considered a good community. Unfortunately, my parent community has a governing body that caters to a particular demographic. My parent community is governed by individuals who take care of their own, leaving other citizens to strive for a decent living. The one-sided governing has led to high unemployment, high crime rate, and out of control youth. The citizens basically feel like they're trapped. Any community with grave issues such as high unemployment, high crime rate, out of control youth, with fair governing and a willing citizenship can rebuild. My community in 2016, one of the reasons, and you can take a look at the slide here, one of the reasons I've chosen to reside outside of my community, my parent community, is the grave employment issues. And according to www.citydata.com, for our community, my parent community in 2016, the population was reported at 26,175 versus a employment number of 10,438. How is the community even surviving? The population to employment numbers are staggering. And also, according to bestplaces.net, crime rates in my parent community are also high, which ties into the high unemployment rates. Violent crimes are reported at 48% versus that of 41% on U.S. average. And also property crimes in my community, my parent community, are reported at 47% versus 44% U.S. average. Let's take a look at some of the issues that parents face with their youth, which also ties into the crime rate issues and the employment rate issues. So I am by profession a juvenile probation officer, and I see these issues firsthand. I deal with them on a daily basis firsthand. So you have parents reporting that children are out of control. Okay? They won't do what the parents ask them to do. The children are lazy. The children won't work. The children won't help do chores. The children don't want to go to school. The children are on drugs and alcohol and tobacco. The children are just basically ungovernable. Many years ago, when I did reside in my parent community, jobs were plentiful, inadequate crime wasn't as high, and children were manageable. When the U.S. economy started to fold, so did local communities. The community would not create, my parent community would not create infrastructure such as new gas lines, new water lines, new sewer lines to attract the new businesses. As the community failed to grow, so did jobs and positive families. The stagnant growth only created the rise of crime. Unfortunately, with youth becoming a product of a broken community, it should help with youth issues if the governing body and the citizens came together to create good jobs, decrease crime, and secure good education. So, this would lead to suggested solutions for those problems. What I would suggest initially is to compile surveys. Survey the community for needs such as jobs, affordable housing, transportation, food, childcare, good education, great law enforcement, and so forth. And next, what I would do is advertise for town hall meetings so that I could reach all citizens and so that the citizens could come in and their issues be addressed and heard. Next, I would assign appropriate leaders to chair those meetings and then assign appropriate personnel to follow through with those issues. And then we would implement change by priority of issue. And then we would just follow up, follow up, follow up. There's no better way to keep on issues or to rectify issues than to keep following up. Has appropriate jobs been created? Is there appropriate housing available? Is there affordable transportation available? Do we have adequate law enforcement? Is there proper education in place? Are all citizens being treated equally? Are there parent programs available? Parenting programs available? Can the citizens be weaned off of welfare, which is a grave problem in our society? Welfare is a monster. It's of initial help, but then it paralyzes citizens after a while. And then are social programs such as Alcoholics Anonymous and drug addiction programs available? And then again, follow up, follow up, follow up. Administer surveys, hold town meetings, listen to issues, hear the citizens out, and we would continue this process until we are reaching a noticeably happier and successful community. And it may sound easy to stand here and point out the community issues of employment, unemployment, high crime rate, and out of control youth. And then to give the solutions, possible solutions. The reality is that it's not easy to correct those issues. It is, however, possible with citizens and community leaders to come together, discuss issues, create plans of action, and follow through, follow through, follow through. We must, as citizens and governing bodies, work together to create great communities for all citizens. Thank you.